Season 2 is here, and so is a new dominant.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron James is tied for the third most MVP awards all time. He's also tied for the most second-place finishes. Frank Vogel said it's a mistake to go season after season without voting the best player in the league as MVP. LeBron says, I should have more than 4, but I don't cry about it. I bet a lot of the greats feel the same. Kevin?
They probably do, and we certainly know how LeBron feels. David, thank you. A chance now to take a look at some numbers for Frank Jackson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
And now the Lakers starting group. The 2 megastars are the big men, LeBron and Davis. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. And for the Pistons, Bay and Grant are the forwards. He's out there with Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the 5. Roam in the paint. And already, Greg, we're seeing some of the new wrinkles that players have added to their game.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills, or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
So the Lakers win the tip. Here's LeBron, and Grant sends it back, and Davis throws it down. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Now here's Cunningham. Passes it to Bay. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Good on the triple.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Yeah, it's all about establishing a rhythm. I mean, you start to see it fall, you begin to believe.
And this is year 1 of LeBron's 2-year, $85 million extension. And Greg, that will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. It wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
When we talk about the legacy of LeBron James, it's more than basketball. I mean, especially the work he's done in his hometown of Akron. He's a great role model for the younger players in this league.
And both free throws, good for James. Cunningham with it. Pass to Hayes. Now, here's Cunningham. He's covered by Westbrook. Cunningham dishes it to Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. And they pick up 2. Cunningham's got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Great look, high percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
The shot's good from Hayes.
We've seen Hayes continue to work on his three-point shot over time. Nice job.
Here's Bradley. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile 1 block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you got to love that energy.
Detroit's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. A pass to Hayes. Grant gets a wide open look. A 3-pointer, no good.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And that one off the back of the rim and in. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
And there's so many levels to Davis's offensive game, and the mid-range happens to be one of them.
Stewart against LeBron, and the rejection by LeBron. Left side, Davis. That one, no good. Now the Pistons take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they made some spectacular plays in it right to the very end. Just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, and sometimes it just comes down to a couple of critical plays which you need to execute in close, ugly games.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Hayes. Here's Bay. Knocked loose, and we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And here is Los Angeles now. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Boston. Davis drives in, and he makes that one. Davis has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Pistons trail by 4. And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Chris, fitting, right, that Russell Westbrook began a charity called the Why Not Foundation. Because that sort of sums up his attitude on the court. Put a challenge in front of him, and he'll say, why not?
Yeah, he's always been fearless, and there's nothing he can't do on the court, period. And Russell's charity, you mentioned, the Why Not Foundation, does a lot of great work with young people in our at-risk communities.
So it's Detroit now, trailing by 4. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And there's the drive. He goes big with the dunk right over Isaiah Stewart.
You love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artiste.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Sort of a blue-collar guy at times. Grant is finally enjoying his time in the lineup.
Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Here's Hayes. Here's Cunningham. Poked away. Stolen by Westbrook. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Count that bucket. And it's 8 points for LeBron. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They're setting the tone early with their defense, keeping the pressure on and taking chances. And they've got a bunch of steals to show for it.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
And the Pistons with possession here. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Takes the 13-footer. Good, he hits the jump shot. Cunningham's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, just get open. Hayes will find you. I mean, the kid, he has tremendous vision.
Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Pistons trail by 8. Poke loose. Here's Cunningham. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
The shot's good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Here's Cunningham, and Cunningham with this slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Hayes finds Bay. Cunningham with it. Stewart passes to Cunningham. Fires for 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Celtics in Boston. And that one is good. 14 points for him.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And James throws it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And Hayes kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Grant. Right wing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Clock at 6. Here's Hayes. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Los Angeles leading by 16. It's Davis with the drive. He gets that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. And this is the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Trey Lyles checked in for Stewart. Josh Jackson comes in for Sadiq Bey. Diallo, he's checked in for Hayes. And it's Joseph in for Cunningham. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help.
One shot.
And that one falls for Davis.
Yeah, and the fire Davis plays with, I mean, it's so special. This guy wants to win and will do whatever it takes to do.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
Miles passes to Diallo. And a foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
Westbrook. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Lakers on D. 19-point game. Joseph, that's good.
He's not focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
And Westbrook, here we go. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's his second
They should
personal
continue
foul.
to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
Bays checked in for the Pistons.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play and every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done. And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Down low. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Here's Joseph. Sweet little floater. Joseph's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Here's Westbrook. Offensive rebound, Howard. And the layup is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Detroit's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Joseph looking over the floor. Here's Bay with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. And then Monk with the dunk.
So explosive. Give Monk any room to work with, and you could regret it.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Pulls up. That one falls, coming off Anthony's feet.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
Now, here's Joseph. He has 5. Westbrook with the block. Davis with some nice D.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And it's good for 2. 6 points for Malik Monk.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And, well, Detroit shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign.
In the first 2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Lyles. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Westbrook. The second chance effort, and it's Howard laying it in. Howard's got his second basket.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
That's tipped. Leaps for it, and so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Pistons ball.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons.
Substitution.
Lee comes in for Corey Joseph. The Lakers also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Anthony Davis. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. 1:27 left in the first quarter of the game. Lee against Rondo. Lee gets the bucket.
Saving. Lee.
And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Rondo. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
A terrific move, but this is how Rondo likes to beat you. Slippery off the dribble.
Here's Lee. There's the drive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board. 77% collectively.
Free throw good. Lee. And he makes both free throws. Anthony drives in. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
You know, what's interesting about Carmelo is that, you know, he remade his body just a little bit. I mean, quick to the hole right there.
52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rondo against Lee. Rondo with the steal. The 19-foot shot, 2 points. That one goes. Rondo's got his second bucket tonight.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Here's Lee. Here's Lyles, and it's blocked by Jordan.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end. A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
No good from Lee. Outside Jordan. Shoots over Bay, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly. And he stands 6'9", but without question, LeBron James is the floor general for his team.
I have the freedom to call sets, whatever I feel best suit our team. I'm a smart, cerebral basketball player. My basketball IQ is very high, and I take that very seriously. So I know what best suits our team, and our coaching staff does as well.
And Greg, for all of his athletic gifts, very few players have thought the game as well as LeBron has.
And they listed him at point guard in his 17th season. But it's all semantics at this point. He's always been the best decision maker on any team he's played on.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
So with Westbrook on the bench, this is who Frank Vogel is out there. They've got Rajon Rondo. Howard is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." And Coach Dwayne Casey says, if we bring the same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen. Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. Here's Howard. They get a hand on it. Here's Rondo. Detroit with the rebound. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents. And not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list. But then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
And they get it back. Goes back up. No good off the front iron.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
To the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Man, when you're playing from behind, that's the last thing you want to do. Make matters worse.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart comes in for Sadiq Bey. And Rodney Magruder's subbed in for Diallo. And the Lakers also making a change. Horton Tucker's checked in for Dwight Howard.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Jackson passes to Lee. And here's Stewart. Out to Lee. Back to Stewart. Up and in on the layup. Stewart's got his first bucket in this one.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket. For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that one's a stunner.
Now here's Jackson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Lakers leading by 23. And it's Rondo penetrating. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Lee passes to Magruder. Back to Lee. Pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Nice shot by Rondo.
Well, as a defender, you can never let Rondo get going to the hoop. Make him take the J.
Lee passes to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
And sometimes you have games like that, but you just got to shrug it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Lyles after Rajon Rondo's bucket. Jackson passes to Lee, and Rondo sends it back.
Oh, you forget sometimes how much of an impact Rondo can have defensively there, showing off some superb vertical as he goes up for the block.
And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
During the later stages of his career, we've seen Anthony be accepting of the role asked of him, but he's still such an effective player.
A different look here for Detroit. Grant, he's checked in for Trey Lyles. Cunningham comes in for Frank Jackson. And Hayes subbed in for Lee. And then for the Lakers, LeBron comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Avery Bradley in for Malik Monk. So he gets them both. We always have some tweaks to the rules every season, Chris. What do you think the league should focus on now when it comes to the next changes?
You know, I would hope the league would address the boardroom. I hope they would address the ownership. I hope they would address management. Hopefully, the league can start to look like the makeup of the players that it employs when you talk about ownership and things of that nature.
Here's Hayes. Grant, right side. And Grant slams it home.
Sneaky 6'8". Add in his hops. Grant's got no problems dunking it on you.
James controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now Cunningham. He's got 9. That one goes. Count it.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And there's the foul. It's on Rodney Magruder. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson, he's checked in for Rodney Magruder. Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. Russell Westbrook comes in for Rajon Rondo. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Davis, it's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
The defender plays tough, but Davis is tougher. Plays through the contact with authority.
High post Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Back to Westbrook. Bradley passes to Davis. Over Stewart. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Bradley. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Embracing contact on the way up. I mean, Davis is terrific at keeping his composure on these challenging finishes.
Hayes finds Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
LeBron James.
And I feel like Josh Jackson is proof that the right mindset can go a long way for a player who wants to improve himself.
Well, yeah, Greg, I think he took criticism about his game to heart and looked for ways to grow. Then he put in the work. Now he's performing at a higher level because of it.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And Jackson certainly has a lot of explosiveness. One of those guys who really wears his heart on his sleeve and brings that energy level every night.
And so Jackson nails both of them. Here's LeBron. 23 points for him the last game against Boston.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And it's Hayes in the corner. And it's good off the back rim and in. Hayes has got 5.
Good touch on the Hayes mid-range J. It gives it just enough skill to sink the shot.
Nice shot by James.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Shot from 12. No good there. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's Bradley. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. 8 points for him.
He doesn't need an invitation. Bradley's going to pull up and pull the trigger anytime the shot's there for him.
And the rejection by Bradley. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Timeout called, the Lakers. Chris, for Killian Hayes, it's about finding his comfort zone. Knows he can be a great player if he works hard.
Yeah, and when Hayes is healthy, he's a dynamic player. 6'5" point guard with terrific versatility. The upside he has is pretty enticing as well.
It's your Pistons mascot. It's your Pistons mascot.
And here's Cunningham. 11 points in the game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Cunningham's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
And finished off by LeBron.
Now, when LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you gotta make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Here's Hayes after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Bradley driving the lane. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Third personal foul. 13 foul.
2.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Avery Bradley taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And doing a good job from the line here in the second quarter.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. And Cunningham with the slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter.
The Lakers have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Davis. Anthony Davis. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Detroit making a switch here. Bay's checked in. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
They've upped their percentage to around 90 from the line today. Great job this quarter.
Outside Jackson. Trying to find Bay. Gets it to him. Can't connect from short range.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Bucket is good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Here's Cunningham. He's covered by Westbrook. Lakers shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, nice look by Bradley, moving it to the open man.
Here's Hayes. 5 points in the game. To the left wing. Here's Cunningham. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Saddiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top three-point shooters of his class, a defender, and he's just scratching the surface. Guy's not bad for a rebuilding team.
You're right, they got a good one. Thanks.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And there's the pass to Bradley. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. Davis has got 25 points in the game.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Into the lane, and Davis throws it down.
Yeah, Davis is big, but he can move. Drives in hard and blows a hole in the defense all the way to the rim.
Here's Cunningham. He's got 16. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the half. Grant kicks to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Now the dish to Cunningham. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Cunningham's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Detroit. Here's Bradley. Second chance shot. Trying to get open is Davis. And LeBron with the nice bucket inside.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
He gives up a lot of size for most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
Here's LeBron, and he banks in the layup. LeBron's got 30 points.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
And the dunk by Grant.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Here's Horton Tucker. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. It's offensive basket interference. Joseph, he's checked in for the Pistons. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Talen Horton Tucker. The Pistons shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. 7-second difference, shot and game clock, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And how about Jackson just taking off on these alley-oops? He has phenomenal timing for when to jump up and finish the lob pass.
Good on the bucket, and 12 points for Avery Bradley.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Davis. Now the Lakers on the break. Bradley, that's for two. Again, Los Angeles.
Oh, and no shortage of speed. I mean, Bradley striking quickly in transition.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Joined by Dwayne Casey. Tough time protecting the paint so far. What has to change there?
You got to get square. You got to get your body in front of him, contain. You got to live with something, but most of all, you got to get your body in front of him and contain. You got to have a body in front of him.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate the time. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 30 points, 2 steals, and 4 assists. What'd you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Lakers?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high-specific shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
Check. What'd you think about the Pistons?
They need to give more energy and effort on the boards. Rebounding delta has been one of the main issues. Probably is they're getting bullied, and I'm not sure that they have the players to change that.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Bay and Grant are the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Hayes. And it's Lyles in at the center position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now here's Davis. LeBron drives in. And he just jams it right over Jeremy Grant. Wow!
Now, with his athletic ability, LeBron drives with purpose. He puts the D in a difficult position whenever he gets a chance.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Here is Cunningham. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
Hello. That's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Now here is Davis. Hayes with the steal. Takes the 13-footer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And it's LeBron missing.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Inside. The Pistons rebound. Second shot opportunity, and Davis sends it back.
Oh, the long reach of Davis. Outstanding at using his wingspan to erase shots.
Releases. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Pistons have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. The shot's good from Hayes. 7 points for Killian Hayes.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Kept alive. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Bay. Over to the wing. And a wide open look for Cunningham. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Cunningham's got 4 this quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
And the dunk by Lyles.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
The 19-foot shot, and Bradley gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. And also like Doncic, Cunningham can put the offense on his back and carry.
He could put up 50-plus numerous times in his career because he has deep range, can break down defenders off the dribble, and if you run 2 at him, he will immediately find the open man.
Now, here's Cunningham following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Pass to Lyles. Cunningham inside. He's covered by Westbrook. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 25 points in the game. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And there it is for him.
Anthony Davis.
So tough to contain Davis when he's on a roll. He's got the physicality and an expansive all-around skill set.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 25.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. To the paint, here's James, and LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, with Westbrook on the ball, you can't have a hole in your defense. He's too smart to miss it.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Inside, Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
The Lakers controlling the game. Passes to Davis. Shoots over Lyles. And there's another one for the Lakers.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
To the middle, here's Lyles, and the dunk by Lyles.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now, here's Cunningham. Top of the key, Lyles. Hayes finds Grant. Back to Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Hayes has got 9.
The lefty knocking down the shot. Hayes is such a hard matchup for defenders.
And the Lakers call time here.
It's T-shirt Bonanza. Make some noise.
For the Pistons, Stewart checked in for Trey Lyles. Diallo comes in for Sadiq Bey. And it's Jackson in for Hayes. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Jordan, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Carmelo Anthony comes in for LeBron. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Bradley. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. From outside, off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Shoots. Cans the shot from the wing. 14 points for him.
And he's just gotten so much better at being able to pull up in traffic there off the dribble. Rondo.
Oh, he delivers that.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe that.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Out to the right wing. Here's Diallo. And Detroit again with the bucket. The Lakers controlling the game. Here's Horton Tucker. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists tonight. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Shot from the wing. Rebound, Detroit.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you're exactly right. That's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
Here's Anthony. The 10-footer finds the target. Anthony's got 10.
And that's experience. Anthony knows how to create space for a shot. He'll shoot it from anywhere.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Lee's checked in for Cunningham. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Well, for a point guard, despite shaky range, Rondo has a pretty good field goal percentage for his career. A lot of that is shot selection.
Pass to Diallo. Shoots a 3. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Here's Monk. Another shot. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket. Jordan's got his second bucket.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Stewart against Rondo. Tries yet again. Rebound by Anthony. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wing shot on the way. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And finally they hit one. 12 points for him.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
Here's Grant. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
An aspect of his game that Grant really has worked on. I mean, he's now a threat to capitalize off the catch.
Here's Jordan. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team.
Lee bounce pass. Diallo finds Lee. Down low, knocked away. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Corey Joseph's checked in for Frank Jackson. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Howard's checked in. Joseph has an open look. Sinks the triple. Joseph's got 8 points.
Because he attracts so much attention now, Grant has to be able to find the open man.
Fires from the wing. Rebound, Detroit. Stewart's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Diallo. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He has still not missed a shot. Where would they be today without him?
Anthony, that one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
His jumper, a thing of beauty. Anthony's got such great confidence in his shot.
To the inside. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Shot from 16. Rebound, Detroit. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the final game of this 5-game homestand. A slam dunk by Diallo.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Never one to shy away from playing physical. Jordan will give you his all when he's out there.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
All those block shots, that's a clear indicator of the great D they've been playing, not giving them an inch of space out there.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
First one falls for him.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
And the Pistons making a change here. Magruder's checked in. That one misses. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Here's Diallo. A slam dunk by Diallo.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
Howard, Jordan trying to free himself up, and that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. Here's Howard. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. And it's 6 points for Howard. Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Joseph, the pass to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Anthony down low. Diallo's there. And Anthony gets it to go.
The whole team gets energized when Anthony is scoring like this. A guy they love to see racking up points.
A slam dunk by Diallo.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. The 3 from Anthony. Detroit with the rebound. Stewart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Magruder. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
Now, almost any player left that wide open is going to bury that shot. This is the lead. That's poor defensive work.
Monk for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Monk's got 9 points.
Well, it's all about confidence for Monk. I mean, he looked assured that time.
Rondo against Joseph. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Detroit.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Diallo.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Grant outside. And Joseph kicks to Magruder. Wants to get it to Grant and does. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. A different look here for Detroit. Mays checked in for Jeremy Grant. And Josh Jackson subbed in for Diallo. Russell Westbrook in for Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot. He had a nice open look right there. 7 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
What focus from the veteran. Howard is used to the physical contact. He welcomes the chance to score through.
So both teams changing it up here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Dwight Howard, 1 shot.
And that one misses.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
Down low. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
LeBron passes to Westbrook. Over Joseph. They get it back. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Okay, look how competitive Davis gets to the board. He knows how valuable second shots are.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We come back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So for the Lakers right now, and they have their big three all out there. Westbrook at the point with LeBron and Davis at the forward. Howard is out there with Bradley. Tipped away. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Oh, the flashy ball handling of Westbrook, so clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
Pistons shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. There's the pass to Jackson. Inside, here's Crow.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
Pistons trailed by 21. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Rebound by the Pistons.
Man, with the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And Hayes kicks to Jackson. Back to Hayes. Bradley on the double team. Pass to Joseph. Here's Hayes. Shot clock at 5. From the top of the key. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's James. And James throws it down hard.
Well, James isn't afraid of taking some risks, especially with how he dribbles the ball. Completely loses the defense that time.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Passes it to Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Los Angeles leading by 23. Here's Davis. And he converts the layup. Davis has got 35 in the game.
And Davis has added strength over his career. I mean, it really helps him inside.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. From 11 feet away. No good on that one. And the Pistons now going the other way. Jackson down low. Covered by LeBron. Hayes the pass to Jackson. Howard against Joseph. And Davis sends it back. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. That one drops for him. Davis has got 10 points here in the second half.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Different look here for Detroit. Kyle comes in for Jeremy Grant, and it's Frank Jackson in for Hayes. And then for the Lakers, Brown is checked in for LeBron, and Ellington is subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The Lakers on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Jackson with it, and it's Howard picking him up. 5-on-3 break. And here's the break. Finished off the break. And that's 10 points for Howard.
You see that hounding defense by Bradley? I mean, he got them out and running that time.
Here's Bay. Softly drops in the floater.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
It's Davis with the drive. Howard trying to free himself up. It's good. Davis has got 39.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Outside, Joseph. Bay against Davis. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense, where he makes his living blocking shots.
The Pistons making a change here. Lee's checked in.
Saving Lee.
Jackson has the open look with nobody on him. He carries the jumper.
And how about that mentality by Jackson? Looking to shoot it as soon as that pass was delivered.
Bradley. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Lee outside. Pass to Bay. Davis with it. He's picked up by Lee. Here's Ellington. Trying to get open. It's Davis. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Ellington's got his first 2 points of the night. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Detroit. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Pistons ball.
And Detroit has possession and taken away by Brown. He dishes it to Bradley. Over Jackson. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Jackson passes to Bay. Puts up a 3. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Here are the Lakers.
Timeout.
They're on an 18-6 run. And the Lakers call time here. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
It doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
It's Bradley on the wing, covered by Lee. And the rejection by Jackson.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give them much of anything in the first half.
And there's the call on Howard. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kent Bazemore is checked in for Davis.
First team foul. Lakers substitution.
Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely, and that's a foul. It's called on Wayne Ellington. That is his first foul of the game.
Team second.
To the middle. Here's Lyles. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game. Bazemore against Lyles.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Jackson from long range. A rebound by the Lakers. Timeout called the Lakers. And you look at the pathway to the NBA for young players, Chris, opportunities now to go pro at 16, 17 years of age. The landscape is certainly changing, isn't it?
Well, the NBA said they're going to take an active role, making sure these teams get the best coaching, training, and learning. And overall, I see more promise than problems.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get back for your Pistons dancer. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get back for your Pistons dancer.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Lakers.
DeAndre Jordan.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Here's Howard. And he uses the glass on the layup. Howard's got 10 points here in the second half.
Love the focus from Howard. So excellent at draining difficult shots over the defense.
Lyles against Jordan. And now it's Ellington running. He can go all the way. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got his 3rd assist on the night.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Here's Lee. Got a piece of it. And here are the Lakers. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Here's Ellington. Rebound, Detroit. Lyles got his 6th rebound on the night. Jackson against Brown. And it's the Lakers on the break. Brown's got the ball. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Brown's got his first basket.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Jackson in the corner. Good on the three-point shot.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Howard can't hit.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And here are the Lakers. To the paint. Here's Jordan. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Garza. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Wiles. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got 11 rebounds in the game. Brown outside. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Back to Lee. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Here's Jordan. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. Jackson looking around, inside, and the dunk by Lyles.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Bazemore inside the three-point line. Here's Howard. Los Angeles with another miss.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
Outside Jackson, Garza. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Here's Jordan. And Lee pulls it down. Detroit's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Lyles and the dunk by Lyles.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Lets the three fly, and Kent Bazemore good for 3. Bazemore's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
The pass to Jackson. Garza. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Ellington. That's his second personal foul. 13 foul.
You sometimes hear people say games are called too closely. Are you of the mind that the refs need to let them play?
I'm understanding the mindset that the refs need to understand that we didn't come to watch them, and they need to be consistent on both ends of the floor. That's all guys ever complain about. When you see a guy going up to the ref, he's usually saying, hey, you didn't call that on the other end, or you called that on the other end. So consistency, I mean, these guys are trying to do their job to the best of their ability, but they need to be more consistent.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for the Pistons. Corey Joseph comes in for Lee. Anthony's checked in for Los Angeles. And so he makes both from the line. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Brown inside the line. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Out to the wing. Here's McGruder. He's covered by Brown, and it's McGruder missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Ellington dishes to Brown. And another 3 for the Lakers.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D-like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters. Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Davis.
He hung a big number on the scoreboard, and it wasn't just because he was hot. He did it with movement and tenacity.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
He's been the man running the show for them, and boy, has he done a great job. He's up in the double digits in assists, and more than a few of those have been of the spectacular variety. For them to be successful, his passing has to be a key component, and tonight it was on display.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum. And his effort has been very special tonight. Magruder, again the miss by the Pistons. So it's the Lakers now. And 3 from Jordan. That shot, no good. To the middle. Lyles kicks to Magruder. Off target from outside. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Coming onto the floor for your Pistons, Saban.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Great team win. How important are those contributions throughout the roster?
We got a great team, and guys are playing for each other. We play selfless. All we care about is winning. And these guys are doing the little things, and therefore, any chance we get when we're able to find these guys and make plays, we want to give it to them. We want to reward them and thank them for doing all the little things. That's how you win championships.
Yeah, it was 1 through 15 tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.